So, you want to make beats, but you don't know where to start. Obviously, in front of a drum set. All right. First, you're going to need to start with something to record that music with. In today's day and age, most people are recording with computers. You need one of those. Whether it's a desktop or a laptop, it doesn't matter. It could be a MacBook or a PC. Another option is, even if you have a iPad sitting around, where I've also made beats on that as well. A lot of you aren't aware of your fourth option. Third or fourth? Desktop. A lot of you aren't aware of your other option. Before people were recording with computers, we had to get our music recorded some way. In steps a multi-tracker. For those of you that has been around a while, or you've been in professional studios, you might know what a multi-tracker is. Here's a multi-tracker that I own that's it's a little bit outdated. They do make newer ones than this one, but you'll get the gist. You can record an entire song with this device without ever touching a computer. Each of this slider represents a different track of your song, and most of these buttons, knobs here, all for different effects and volumes and different parameters. And a multi-tracker is actually a pretty good option, because sometimes you don't have a computer that you're able to record on. Sometimes your computer doesn't have enough processing power or memory. Multi-tracker is a dedicated device that's made specifically for recording your music, and sometimes the results are amazing. Sometimes you get a warmth out of a multi-tracker that you may not get on the computer. But for most people beginning, the people that typically watching this video, you may not be able to afford the multi-tracker and you already have a computer sitting around. Next, what do you do with the computer? You're gonna need software. If you're an Apple user and Mac is your thing, GarageBand is a pretty good option for beginners. Comes free on every Mac, and you can get some quality music out of it. You get a lot of haters out there having plenty of things to say about using GarageBand and how unprofessional it is, or how you won't get a professional product out of GarageBand, but what they don't understand is that there are actually hit songs that you've probably heard before that were made in GarageBand. It's the same as photographers who walk around judging other photographers based on what camera they carry. Photography is not about the camera, it's about the result. Now, when you're using that computer to record, there are different methods to recording. You can do step recording, where you're using a mouse to click in the notes along a bar, but the better option for you is probably to use a keyboard. If you don't own a keyboard, you can actually use the alphanumeric keyboard on your laptop. I have a video about that, you can find it. If you do have a little money sitting around, some that you can save, your other option is to buy a MIDI keyboard. This is one that I just recently purchased for its portability. I can take this almost anywhere. This one here is my tried and true. I've had this one for quite some time. I've used this one for a long time, and it's one of my trusty gadgets. Outside of a keyboard, there are still other options. Some people would rather drum than play on keys. If finger drumming is your thing, you can get something like this. There are other options that are for finger drumming that are smaller than this, more compact, and less money than this one. Some people don't know this, but with a finger drumming device, you can actually get the same product out of that as you can with a keyboard. I find that using a keyboard is more versatile than using a drumming device, but there are a lot of people that prefer it. If your thing is electronic music, EDM, house, trance, those items might be all you need. EDM producers often don't use vocals, so you don't need the next thing I'm going to talk about. A microphone and an interface. If you're recording any type of vocals, you're going to need a microphone. A high quality one would be good, but if you don't have the dollars to cough up for a high quality condenser mic, there are a lot of good options these days that you can get that hook up via USB straight into your computer. The better options usually come with an XLR plug instead of a MIDI plug, and in order to use those, you're going to need an audio interface. An audio interface to connect a microphone or other instruments typically look something like that, and start around $100. For just over $100, you can get a pretty good package that comes with headphones and the microphone. But let's be honest, if you're just starting out, what's the chances that you need high quality vocals right now? Start out with the production, see if it's for you, then go invest in the microphone and the audio interface. That was a quick rundown of what tools you may need to start out. It continues to move on. There are plenty of other items that we could talk about, but we'd be here all night. In future videos, I will have some discussions about the software that I spoke of, your DAW, or some people refer to it as your DAW, which is your digital audio workstation. That is the software that you would use to lay down your ideas and get creative. I hope that helped. I'm out for now. Like it, subscribe, leave a comment. See you later. Keep producing.